Good afternoon, everyone. It is January 20th, 2021, and I wanted to go over 15 of the top market movers plus one loser today. And it's been a lot of the same so far looking at the market. Not a lot of Kaldheim cards, even though that's a new set coming out. I guess it's just pre-release pricing. That's all it can be based on. But today we're going to actually look at the 15th right here. It's Prussian from 7th edition. This is up 19% from $14.99 to $17.84. And this is not a reserve list card, but it is a really useful card in Commander, and that's why you're seeing that spike here today. It's at its all-time high, believe it or not, and it could actually even rise higher than this, but I wouldn't be paying these prices right now. Baron Master Wizard, this is up 19.05% from $30.45 to $36.25. Now, this is an Urza Saga card that is also a reserve list card, and it's a legend, so the fact that it's a legend means that obviously it can be played as your commander in a game of Commander, and the fact that it's a reserve list card is seeing a nice spike here today. Swamp, the Ardennes, European lands. So this is a special SPAC land. This is a 2406 from 1974 to 2499. Not a reserve list card, and it's not spiking for any particular deck. It's just a really unique card, and they're very, very hard to find now, especially in near mint condition or above, and that's one of the reasons why you're seeing a spike here today. We're looking at Copy Artifact as well. This is a revised version. This is up 24.36% from $80 to $99.49. And this is a reserve list card. And one of the main factors for this going up, even though it's not its all-time high, is simply put, it's a revised version, so they're cheaper than the unlimited ones, and people are looking for a cheaper version of a reserve list card, and it's a very heavily played one too. Elvish Promenade, this is a Dual Decks Anthology version. This is up 26.67% from $7.50 to $9.50. And this is retracing back to its all-time highs. There's a lot of spikes here recently. Some of the main reasons for these spikes is the fact that Kaldheim has a very heavily Elvish theme to it. Birds of Paradise, revised edition. This is up 31.88% from $17.91 to $23.62. And revised is one of those sets that seems to be going up a lot now because it is an older format, older set, so you're going to see those white border cards like Unlimited harder and harder to find, so people are switching their focus to revise instead. So we have Pox here from 5th edition. This is up 34.61% from $10.95 to $14.74, and one of the main reasons why this is up is it's a really useful card in mono black commanders, specifically Kalitas, Trader of Get. So one of those discard outlets, it just is very useful, and it's also an older card, so less copies available. Vesuvian Doppelganger Revised Edition. This is a reserve list card. This is up 44.61% from $59.47 to $86. Now this is spiking very aggressively. It's hitting new all-time highs almost every day. And revised seems to be the focus this week. It used to be Arabian Nights last week, and it seems to be revised this week. So we have Martyrs of Corliss. This is an Antiquities card. This is a reserve list card. I almost said reversed list. No, it's not reversed list. This is 59.84% up from $16.71 to $26.71. And it seems to be another card that's hitting all-time highs every day as people look to buy out more and more reserve list cards. Lake of the Dead, another reserve list card. This is an Alliance card. This is a very useful land. This is up 62.71% from $107.92 to $175.60. And I have to say, this is not a surprise to me. This is a card that I was looking at for a while, and I was actually shocked that it was as low as it was. But now people are starting to realize how powerful this card is, especially in a game of Commander. We have Recurring Nightmare from Exodus. This is up 72.80% from $54.97 to $94.99. And this is a recurring card. And it's one of those Exodus cards that's it's harder and harder to find now in good condition. And it's a reserve list card, and it's one of the better cards in Exodus. And, it's an enchantment, great in Commander, and they're harder to remove than creatures. Brain Geyser Revised Edition. This is another reserve list card from Revised. This is up 75.32% from $38.49 to $67.48. Now, Revised seems to be the focus this week, and a lot of these cards are spiking faster than I can even imagine. And one of the reasons is because Revised is easier to get a hold of than Unlimited. Fork, another revised card. This is up 647% from $39.99 to $200.99. This is obviously a bit of market manipulation, potentially a buyout too, but mostly this is going to be because people are listing them higher on TCG Player, and this is where MTG stocks will get a lot of their data, and so this is a bit of manipulation here. We have Ice Cauldron from Ice Age. This is another revised card. This is up 1,241% from $1.49 to $19.99. Now, is it going to eventually hit that price one day? Yes. Is it worth it right now to buy at this price? No. That is quite the spike. Honestly, this is going to be people listing it higher than it's actually sold, and that's where MTG stocks will get that data. Bottle of Suleiman. This is a Arabian Nights card. This is not a reserve list card, but this is the #1 card on this list today. It's up 1,931% from $22 to $449. Now, is this card going to be sold for this price? Probably not, but it's not even a reserve list card, so this is a bit of manipulation and just, you know, prices listed higher than they actually are. So this is today's biggest loser. We are going to be looking at Ruck Egg Version 2. This is Arabian Nights card. This is down 37% from $31.40 to $19.67. So this is just a bit of a retrace here. This is a market correction, and I imagine we're going to see a lot more of that in the future. A lot of these cards that are being bought out are going to be corrected because they're not going to be holding these prices, because a lot of them are FOMO, and when, you know, people, their fear of missing out on some highly sought after reserve list cards or older cards. But it's more just panic buying, I think it looks like, and some of it's also manipulation in prices on TCG Player. They're pushing the prices up on MTG stocks and manipulating the data that way. So, what are my final thoughts? So, it seems like the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of Arabian Nights cards that were on these lists as the top market movers, but it's looking a lot more like people are trying to find old copies of revised cards to purchase, because they're very similar to Unlimited, and some ways you can almost not even tell, and they're one of the original sets. You have Beta, Alpha, and then you have Unlimited and Revised, and people are looking at those older sets, and they want those old copies of nice cards like Near Mint or above, and that seems to be where people are putting their money today, but a lot of it happens to be reserve list as well, so that's why there's such aggressive spikes to these cards. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow with more market movers.